Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Isis. Today's video is going to be an update on my 20 and 2020 project. So, I don't really know how I did. I mean, I can see how I did, but there's not a lot to catch up on. So let's just get into it. Okay, so I don't want to make this video too long because I have to clean the house and get my baby ready for a bath and for bed. I mean, it's only 5:03 p.m. but still, when you have a kid, things tend to take a little longer to get done. Okay, so the first thing in my project was my Fenty foundation in shade 380. Can I mark? You know, I haven't even marked anything yet. I guess I'll do that while I'm recording. Okay, so yeah, I used this 10 times and there's some progress. I mean, I'm proud of the progress that I have. This foundation is actually a little bit too red for me, so I don't even like to use it anymore, but I'm trying to get it out. Oh yeah, and the weight on that was 125 grams and it's now 122 grams. So I used 3 grams, give or take. I can't see the decimal, it only shows whole numbers, my scale does. The second item was my color corrector. You can't see anything. I used it 4 times. The weight on this last month was 20 grams and now it's 19 grams. So yeah, honestly I would use it more because I like the effect it gives on my skin when I do use it, but when I do my makeup, I do primer, I do my foundation, and then as I'm blending my foundation out, I'm like, oh, I didn't color correct because I just forget about it. I don't know. The third item was my e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Tan Walnut. I have to mark this. There's really nothing to even mark because there's so little. Well, here, I'll show you. Here's where it was last month. There's so little product in here that I can't even mark it anymore. I used this 15 times. So here's what I see when I look inside my tube. See if I can get in closer. So yeah, as you saw, I can see right through the tube. I can see all the sides. There's just a little puddle of product on the bottom. And there's still plenty of stuff coming up on the brush, or on the applicator. So that was just gonna keep on trucking. It's gonna be done with this next month though. I can guarantee that. Can I though? That was 15 uses and I didn't finish it up. The weight last month was 28 grams. Weight this month is 27 grams. Next was my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan. Okay, there's a line right there that's a different color than the rest of the bottle. I guess that's where it settled, but it's like, I see 2 different colors whenever I look at this, where it's like under where it's settled. I'll go ahead and mark it right there, but I don't know if that's where it's at. The colors throw me off. So I used this 11 times this past month. And the weight last month was 28 grams and it's now 27 grams as well. The 5th item was my Laura Mercier powder. I can't show any progress because the sides are glossy, but it's still packed in there. I used it 12 times and the weight is the same as last month, 15 grams. This one's going to be in here for a good while, possibly forever, because I only use it under my eyes to set my concealer. The 6th item was my NYX Set It Don't Fret It powder. Okay, I'm not even going to mark it because it's in the same spot that it was last month. So yeah. But I used, oh, it's the same weight, 50 grams. Number 7 was my Benefit Gimme Brow in the shade 3. This tiny little sample, deluxe sample size right there. I used it 10 times and I didn't weigh it because it's so tiny, but there's still a lot of product coming out, so. Item number 8 was my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Ebony. I used this 11 times and I don't remember what it looked like last month. I remember it was really oily and I hated it when it was really oily, so I can never do that ever again because it was just a mess. See, I used it 11 times, and the weight is the same as last month, 48 grams. This item, I would love to use it up this year, but honestly, I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen, but I'm going to be optimistic. But this is a lot of product, and I don't use a lot whenever I do use it. The 9th item was my e.l.f. Cream Contour. Just this dark shade. That's what it looks like now. I used it twice. And I realized I'm just not a contour girl. Like, I don't like to contour. When I do try to contour, I look a hot mess. Like, my whole face just looks muddy. Number 10 was my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. I hope not shining bright. I used this 10 times. The rings, I can still see 2 rings. It doesn't seem like it's any deeper. And this is the same weight as it was last month, 62 grams. Number 11 is my Lorac blush in the shade Cinematic. And I use this 10 times too. I used it 10 times as well. And this is still 33 grams, just like it was last month. I love that. Next is my Becca highlight in the shade Opal. And I used it 7 times. And last month it was 20 grams. This month it's 19 grams. Yeah, maybe I should just buy a scale that shows me the decimal instead of just a whole number. I'm kind of considering it. I don't know. I kind of want to now. 13 was my Farsali Jelly Illuminator in the shade Rose Goals. I used this twice. I wish you could see how much space is on the sides, because I feel like there's a lot more space. Like empty space going up the walls. I don't know. See, I used it twice, and last month the weight was 102 grams. This month it's 101 grams. So I have 3 Kat Von D lipsticks, deluxe mini sizes, in my project. The first shade is Hawkwind. This, I'm wearing it today. There's hardly anything in here. I can't see through the tube or anything. Like the walls are still dark, but barely anything comes on the applicator. So this only has a couple more uses, and I'm really sad about it. I used it 5 times. Hawkwind, I used 5 times. Exorcism, I used once. Damned, I used twice. I don't know if it focused. I don't know. I'm kind of like worried because the lighter shade is almost gone. And I wish I would have focused on the 2 darker shades more, because it's almost time for me to like... The only time I gravitate towards shades like that is like the cold weather seasons, and spring is up on us in Tennessee. We've had some mid 60-degree days recently, but it also snowed and rained in that same week. So I don't know, but yeah. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish those in that project, or in this project. 17, oh my gosh, is my Stila Glittering Glow in the shade Rose Goals. I used it 0 times. I could have swore, I thought I used this, I guess not. I tried to make an effort to use everything at least once, but I didn't use this at all. Wow. Next was my Boscia White Charcoal Setting Spray. I just used this like 30-40 minutes ago. You need to shake it because it has charcoal in it. If you don't shake it, you'll have white dots all over your face. And it's still bubbly. But here was my line last month. I'll have to insert a picture of what the line is at now because it's still bubbly. My baby's crying. I have to hurry up. Last month it was 110 grams. This month it is 89 grams. Next was my Sephora eyeliner. So yeah, no progress on the Sephora eyeliner, or not any progress I can mark because I haven't sharpened it yet. But I used it twice. One of those times was today. last was my Ulta lip gloss. Ooh, we got some progress. I need to mark this. Wow, that's a sad mark. Okay, so I used this lip gloss once, and because I got some big old lips, I had a lot of progress for one use. That's surprising. So I could probably get that out really fast if I used it, but I don't use it. Yeah, I didn't weigh that because it's so tiny. But yeah, here's my predictions for the next update. I think that the e.l.f. concealer will be gone. I know that this Kat Von D lipstick will be done. Is that it? Is that everything that's gonna be gone? Yeah, basically. I'll try to use my Stila Glitter and Glow a couple of times. February really was the month to use it because pink, but I mean spring is almost here. I'll try to use my cream contour a couple of times, and I'll try to use my Versali jelly highlighter a couple of times. Those are just my predictions for what I'm going to use up and my goals for these harder products to use, the cream products basically. So yeah, I think that is it. And yeah, I'm sorry that this update is a couple of days late. I was out of town for a week and a half, so I thought about just skipping this update completely and just putting it and just doing one the next month in March, but I was like, no, I'm going to show what progress I made, what little progress. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!